why you experience more synchronicities at high vibrational states. There comes a moment in your life when everything starts lining up in ways that seem almost magical. You think of someone and they text you. You dream about a certain symbol and the next day you see it everywhere. You start noticing repeating numbers -111, 222, 333 on clocks, receipts, license plates. At first it feels like a coincidence. Then it happens again and again, and suddenly you realize that something bigger is at work. This is not random. This is the universe speaking to you in real time. But why does this happen? And more importantly, why does it seem to happen more frequently when you are in a high vibrational state? To understand synchronicities, we must first understand energy. Everything in existence is vibrating at a certain frequency, including you. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all emit energy, and this energy interacts with the fabric of reality. When you are in a low vibrational state filled with fear, doubt, stress, or negativity, you are out of sync with the natural flow of the universe. Your energy is scattered, chaotic, and disconnected from higher intelligence. But when you raise your vibration, when you align with love, gratitude, joy, and inner peace, you enter a state of coherence. Your energy becomes more refined, more focused, more powerful. And in this state, reality begins to respond to you with incredible precision.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Synchronicities are not random coincidences. They are reflections of your alignment. They are feedback from the universe, showing you that your energy is in resonance with a higher order. When you are vibrating at a high frequency, you become more attuned to the interconnectedness of all things. You begin to notice patterns that others overlook. You see the hidden order behind what most people dismiss as chance. In reality, there is no such thing as chance, only alignment or misalignment. When you are aligned, life flows effortlessly. When you are misaligned, life feels like a struggle. But here's where it gets even deeper. Synchronicities are not just signs, they are also accelerators. The more you notice them, the more they seem to multiply. This is because your focus amplifies your reality. When you acknowledge and appreciate synchronicities, you reinforce your connection to higher consciousness. You signal to the universe that you are aware, that you are listening, that you are ready for deeper guidance. And the universe responds by giving you more. This is why people who actively embrace synchronicities often find themselves in a constant state of flow where opportunities, insights, and serendipitous encounters seem to happen effortlessly. But there's an even more profound truth. Synchronicities are not just happening around you, they are happening through you. Most people believe that synchronicities are external events, things that just occur in their environment. But in reality, you are the one generating them. Your energy, your consciousness, your vibration is shaping the reality you experience. When you are in a high vibrational state, you are literally bending reality in real time, creating a feedback loop where your internal state directly influences your external world. This is why people who meditate deeply, practice gratitude, or engage in high-frequency activities often report an explosion of synchronicities. They have entered a state where their inner world and the outer world are perfectly synchronized. But reality is no longer something they react to, it is something they actively shape with their energy. But here's the real question: are you paying attention? Because the universe is always communicating with you. The signs are always there. The patterns are always unfolding. But most people are too distracted, too caught up in their own minds, too focused on worries and limitations to notice. Synchronicities are not rare, they are simply unseen by those who are not present enough to witness them. So, if you want to experience more synchronicities, the key is not to chase them, but to elevate your vibration. The higher your frequency, the more effortlessly they will appear. And once you fully step into this state of flow, you will realize that life itself is a continuous stream of synchronicity. The right people, the right opportunities, the right insights, all of it will unfold with perfect timing, not because you forced it, but because you aligned with it. But there's an even greater secret. Once you master synchronicities, you can begin to use them consciously. You can go beyond simply noticing them and start directing them. You can turn them into a tool for navigating reality, making decisions, and accelerating your manifestations. Mastering synchronicities, how to use them to shape your reality. Once you start noticing synchronicities, something inside you shifts. You begin to realize that life is not a series of random events, it is an intricate web of meaning, a perfectly orchestrated sequence where everything is connected. What most people call coincidence is actually a glimpse into the deeper intelligence of the universe. But this realization is only the beginning. The real power comes when you learn how to use synchronicities consciously, turning them into a tool to navigate reality with precision and purpose. Most people experience synchronicities passively. They notice them, they feel amazed for a moment, and then they move on. But what if you could take it further? What if you could interact with synchronicities in a way that amplifies your manifestations, accelerates your growth, and confirms your highest path? Because here's the truth: synchronicities are not just signs, they are signals. They are feedback. They are direct communication from the universe, showing you where your energy is flowing, where your alignment is strongest, and where you are being guided next. To master synchronicities, the first step is to pay attention with full awareness. Most people are blind to the signs around them because they are lost in their own thoughts, worries, and distractions. They move through life in a state of unconsciousness, unaware that the universe is constantly speaking to them. But those who are fully present, those who cultivate deep awareness, begin to see the patterns everywhere. They start noticing the hidden messages in conversations, in symbols, in numbers, in dreams. And once they tune in, the synchronicities intensify because the universe responds to those who are truly listening. But awareness alone is not enough. You must also learn the language of synchronicity. The universe does not communicate in words, it speaks in symbols, in energy, in patterns. When you see repeating numbers like 1111 or 444, what is the energy behind them? When you keep hearing the same phrase from different people, what is the message? When certain animals, songs, or places appear in your reality at key moments, what are they trying to tell you? The more you decode these messages, the more precise your understanding becomes. And then, the real magic begins. You start using synchronicities as a compass for decision-making. Imagine you are at a crossroads in life. You are unsure whether to take a new job, move to a new city, or pursue a certain path. Instead of overthinking, instead of seeking external validation, you turn to synchronicity. You set the intention, show me a clear sign that confirms my highest path, and then you let go. You surrender. You trust. And as you move through your day, the universe begins responding. A conversation, a book, a random encounter, all pointing in the same direction. Suddenly, the decision is no longer difficult. The answer is obvious because reality itself is guiding you. But here's the most powerful secret: you can amplify synchronicities through intention. Most people believe that synchronicities just happen, but in reality, they are a reflection of your energy. When you consciously raise your vibration, when you embody gratitude, love, and trust, synchronicities multiply. Why? Because you are aligning yourself with the frequency of flow. You are stepping into effortless creation, where reality bends to match your energy. Think about the moments in your life when synchronicities were most intense. Were they during times of joy, excitement, deep passion? or were they during times of fear and doubt? The answer is clear: when your energy is high, reality responds instantly. This is why those who meditate deeply, who practice mindfulness, who live from a place of presence, experience an overwhelming number of synchronicities. They have entered a state where their internal world and the external world are no longer separate. So here's the ultimate question: are you using synchronicities, or are you just observing them? Because the moment you step into awareness, the moment you start playing with synchronicity as a tool rather than a mystery, your entire reality shifts. You no longer feel lost. You no longer second-guess your path. You move with certainty, knowing that every sign is guiding you, every pattern is supporting you, every moment is unfolding exactly as it should. And once you reach this level, you realize something even greater: synchronicities are not just happening to you, you are creating them. Becoming the creator: how to generate synchronicities at will. Once you realize that synchronicities are not just happening to you but are actually being generated through you, everything changes. You are no longer a passive observer of reality, you are an active creator. You begin to see that the patterns, symbols, and signs appearing in your life are not random at all. They are reflections of your energy, your focus, your state of being. And if that is true, then the next logical step is learning how to consciously generate synchronicities at will. Most people believe synchronicities are rare, mysterious events that happen only when the universe decides to send a message, but this is an illusion. The universe is always responding to you. It is always mirroring back to you what you are projecting into it. The only difference between those who experience synchronicities constantly and those who experience them sporadically is awareness and intentionality. When you become aware of how reality works, and when you set clear intentions, you begin to notice that synchronicities can be triggered deliberately. The first key to generating synchronicities at will is elevating your emotional and energetic state. Think of the moments in your life when synchronicities were most frequent. Were they during times of excitement, passion, deep love, or alignment? Or were they during times of stress, fear, and doubt? The answer is obvious. Synchronicities flourish in high-frequency states because they are a reflection of flow. The more joy, gratitude, and trust you embody, the more the universe mirrors that energy by aligning reality in your favor. If you want to experience more synchronicities, start by shifting your internal state. Practice gratitude with genuine emotion. Feel excitement for life before life gives you a reason to be excited. Embody trust in the unknown before the unknown reveals itself. When you begin operating from this energy, synchronicities will not just appear, they will explode into your reality. Opportunities will arise out of nowhere. The right people will show up at the perfect time. Events will unfold with such precision that it will feel as if reality itself is conspiring in your favor. The second key is setting clear intentions and letting go. Many people unknowingly block synchronicities because they are too attached to outcomes. They want signs, but they obsess over them. They want guidance, but they demand it in a specific way. This creates resistance. The universe does not respond well to force, it responds to flow. If you want to generate synchronicities effortlessly, set a clear intention and then release it. For example, if you are seeking confirmation about a decision, instead of begging the universe for a sign, simply say, if this path is aligned with my highest good, show me a clear synchronicity that confirms it. And then let go. Stop searching. Stop waiting. Go about your day with full presence and watch as the universe responds in ways you never expected. The key is trust. The more you trust, the more the synchronicities flow. The third key is playing with synchronicities as a feedback loop. Once you start generating them, you can use them to fine-tune your alignment. If you see a strong synchronicity repeating itself, Ask yourself, what was I thinking, feeling, or doing when this appeared? If the synchronicity is positive, it confirms that your energy is in alignment. If it feels neutral or unclear, it might indicate that more clarity is needed before moving forward. The most advanced level of synchronicity mastery is using them to shape your reality in real time. This means not just observing them, but actively using them as signals for action. Imagine you are about to make a big decision. Maybe you're considering a new job, a move, or a major life change. Instead of relying solely on logic, you begin using synchronicities to confirm the path. You set an intention: if this decision is truly aligned, let the universe show me undeniable signs within the next 24 hours. And then you wait, you watch, you listen. And when the signs appear, when the patterns reveal themselves, you move forward with absolute certainty. At this point, you are no longer just experiencing synchronicities, you are orchestrating them. You are not just reacting to reality, you are shaping it with your energy. This is when life becomes effortless. This is when you step into a state of pure flow, where every action, every thought, every moment is perfectly synchronized with the unfolding of your highest path. But there's one final realization that takes this even further. Synchronicities are not just signs from the universe, they are echoes of your future self. The ultimate truth: synchronicities as messages from your future self. There is a moment in your journey when you begin to realize that synchronicities are not just the universe communicating with you. They are something much deeper, much more profound. They are echoes, ripples, signals sent across time and space, not from some external force, but from you. More specifically, from your future self. This realization changes everything. Because if synchronicities are truly messages from your future self, that means your future is not something distant, unknown, or out of reach. It is something that is already happening, already unfolding, already real in another layer of reality. And every synchronicity you experience is a breadcrumb leading you toward it. The version of you that has already achieved your dreams, that has already stepped into your highest path, that has already unlocked the life you desire, that version of you is guiding you right now. Think about it. Have you ever had a moment where a seemingly random event completely altered the course of your life? A book you stumbled upon, a conversation with a stranger, a gut feeling that led you to make a choice you couldn't logically explain, only to look back years later and realize it was the turning point. That wasn't random. That was your future self pulling you forward. Because time is not linear. The past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously. And what we call a synchronicity is simply you, in this present moment, briefly aligning with the vibration of your future self, just enough for a message to come through. Just enough for a symbol, a number, a sign to appear in your reality to remind you you are on the right path. Keep going. But here's where it gets even more powerful. If your future self is already guiding you, that means you can communicate back. You can send signals to your future, just as your future sends signals to you. And this is where synchronicities become not just something you observe, but something you actively channel. The key to doing this is intentional alignment. Instead of waiting for synchronicities to appear, you can accelerate them by consciously tuning into the energy of your future self. You do this by asking, what does the highest version of me feel like? How does that version of me think, act, move through life? The more you embody that energy now, the stronger the synchronicities become, because you are literally collapsing the distance between where you are and where you are meant to be. This is why people who fully step into their purpose, their passion, their truth experience synchronicities at an overwhelming rate. They have stopped resisting their future and have started aligning with it. They are no longer waiting for signs, they are living, as the version of themselves that no longer needs them. But the most mind-blowing part of all of this, the synchronicities you are experiencing today, the ones that feel like messages from your future self, were actually set in motion by the you from the past. The version of you from years ago who made a choice, who followed an instinct, who took a leap of faith. That version of you unknowingly created the very path you are walking now. So the real question is, what messages are you sending to your future self right now? Every choice you make, every thought you think, every emotion you cultivate is shaping the path ahead. Are you sending signals of doubt and hesitation, or are you sending signals of trust and certainty? Are you aligning with fear, or are you aligning with destiny? Because once you fully grasp this truth, you realize that synchronicities are not just happening to you, they are happening because of you. You are not just following signs, you are creating them. You are not just moving toward your future is reaching back for you. And the only thing you need to do is listen, trust, and step into the version of yourself that already knows the way. And when you do that, life is no longer a mystery. It becomes a masterpiece that you are consciously creating, moment by moment, in perfect synchronicity with the universe and with yourself.